welcome back. It's Crystal Star from the Starlight Work Circle back again with another pick a card reading. And this pick a card reading, I have been guided to look into bringing forward a message from your ancestors. I've been doing a lot of ancestral work recently, and well, not a lot, but I've been led to look into ancestral work and breaking the ancestral chains, and so it was led for me to do this for you as well. There are 3 piles, 3 different sets of cards. There's my Thoth deck, there's my Osho Zen deck, and I always forget what this is called. Let me just look. Spirit Song Tarot. My Spirit Song Tarot. All tarot cards. If you've already picked your pile, your group, the timestamps will be in the description below, and it will be in the comments below as well. So do feel free to skip ahead to your group. And I'm assuming you're all over 18 and this is for entertainment purposes only, so let's get on with it. Hello group 1, if you chose my Thoth deck, and I've got a little story to tell you before I even begin. I have just done an entire reading for you and it was brilliant. It was so strong. It was coming through really, really strong. And then I realised that the camera hadn't captured any of it. So we're going to have to start completely again. I don't know whether the original message was just for me. It seemed to resonate with me. But it could be that things are look like they're going wrong for you. When possibly they're not. Let's see what the cards say, shall we? Yeah, we seem to be bedeviled by something. This is completely different to the first reading, so I'm just going to assume that the first reading was just intended for me, and let's have a look at this. Although there are certainly themes here that are coming through that are from that are the same as the first reading. I think maybe that was just to get me on track, if you like, with what's going on here. Let me just check this is recording. Right, this is all about what bedevils us. We can see here we've got the devil and failure. This is fear of failure. I know with a lot of light workers, especially when our special qualities and skills are not really highly regarded in this current system. The whole system was set up specifically to disregard our skills and talents, and obviously this is a message from your ancestors, and I do get that a lot of this is that we can often take on these concepts and beliefs from society, from our family line, and really deeply hold them really, really deeply. I get that you may be feeling right now not very happy about you, who you are, and where you are in life. It could very well be that something, a block, has come up for removal and it's pushed you into this space. You're in this space right now to reperceive your beliefs and ideas about who you are in the world, about yourself and your life. And this is something that I have just recently gone through as well. Our thoughts and beliefs about ourselves and who we are often come from family, especially obviously if it's an ancestral line that we're dealing with here, ancestors, and that it often obviously comes from family, and obviously the family's thoughts and beliefs are imprinted from birth. And they're obviously so deeply held and so entrenched that it's difficult to uncover them or even identify them, because they're just part of who we are, and there's so many other beliefs and thoughts that are built on top of that, that it's really hard to kind of uncover that. Now, if you're struggling with that, I've done some work on blocks and block removal. There's some free videos on YouTube. I think there's more on my free stuff on my website, starlightworkcircle.com. The full course is on my members site on my website, starlightworkcircle.com. I'm also doing, just about to launch my Alignment, Awakening, Ascension. There's not much on there now. I've just done the introduction. I'm just about to put the second session on there, which is it's about habit and persistence, but that looks into this as well, how to identify them and how to shift those blocks as well. Let's see what else we can get here. But do understand that if this stuff is coming up, your ancestors are saying they are involved in your life right now, because we're breaking those ancestral chains, and that can be hard and it can be difficult. And yes, we did volunteer to come here and do it, and they do want to say you're doing a fantastic job. This has been, these ideas, these beliefs have been imprinted upon you. They are not how your ancestors view you at all. It may be that you're feeling quite upset right now and you're looking at yourself maybe as a failure, or life's such a struggle, or these thoughts and ideas are imprinted, and they very are often on our ancestral line. Well, obviously this is an ancestral reading, messages from your ancestors, so it is down the family line. And it so often happens, doesn't it, that our light work gifts, our starseed gifts, are not really appreciated in this world a great deal, and that can be on an ancestral and familial line as well. Not blaming anybody, not saying anybody's wrong or purposely horrible. It's just they're taught like that, yeah. But it's now, this has come up for you to shift this block, and this block is about your familial lines teaching right from birth about who you are and how you perceive yourself. And I think from this that you're being very, very hard on yourself. Your ancestors don't see you like this at all. Your ancestors are seeing you as a liberator of the family from this line. You're breaking this chain of habitual behaviour. Right, so let's have a look at this. Break the chain! I hadn't even read that. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing and renewing the future. Can you actually believe that? I don't even know when I put that down. But isn't that amazing? Break the chain. This is about you breaking the chain of the ancestral patterns. Your ancestors don't see you like this. They don't see the world like this at all. And they've just said to me they are there to help you. Just call on them for love and support. And they are sending you lots and lots of love right now. And the initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Every time we release one of these blocks, let me check I'm still recording. I'm getting paranoid about it now. See, that's how it works, isn't it? It happens once and then we get paranoid about it. And these teachings, the way that we're taught, is so deeply imprinted. It's so hard to see, and it's held. Your thoughts and your beliefs obviously create your actions, and then that's held in our energy system then. And this is a low vibrational energy block that you're holding in your energy system. It may be causing bad habits, certainly, to kind of deal with this low vibrational energy. And we don't want to be sitting in this low vibrational energy, do we? We want to be raising the energy, which of course is what my whole bundle Awakening, Alignment and Ascension is about, is how to kind of raise that energy. But one of the things we have to do is to remove and work through, remove these energy blocks that are sitting in our system. And I get, once we've done that, It's a rite of passage. It's crossing the threshold, moving into a new way of being, a new way of living, entering a new cycle. That's the word I was looking for, entering a new cycle. And that's why this has come up right now. But I just want to get one more set of cards. No, we're going for the star seed. Woo! And we'll just drop them everywhere. The whole pack. We're not reading the whole pack. We absolutely are not reading the entire pack. Oh, I see. It was a message. You've not dropped the ball. You've not dropped the ball. You may feel like you have, but you haven't. Oh, wow. And now half of these are the wrong way round. There's got to be a message there, isn't there? Yeah, you're looking at things the wrong way round. Think about how your ancestors view you and how you view you. I don't think it's the same at all. See, I'm determined to sort these out. I guess you're determined to sort out yours as well. Yeah, okay. Right, let's actually shuffle and get a card for you now. I may cut that all out. I may leave that in because I do get that's actually a message. I want this card here. Vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. Wow, okay. Let's pick one more. Oh, yeah, we want this one. Release. Release anything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. Well, that's really is what I've been talking about here, isn't it? Releasing anything that is not you, is not really you, and it is this ancestral chain, and you are just about to step into a new cycle, but you need to release this energy first. And this energy is all about the way that you look at yourself, your thoughts, your beliefs, and your perception of you and who you are in the world. This is not you. This is not how your ancestors see you. This is not how Source sees you. It is not how your spirit guides see you either. They see you as a beautiful and perfect soul, and your ancestors see you as someone who is breaking this chain, which is a hugely important job, especially at this particular time in history. Trust your ability to create the vision in your soul. This also is about, once we've moved past this and released this, creating a new vision. What is your vision of yourself? One way that we can counteract these old patternings is to create a new vision, a new thought, a new behaviour, and override that old belief and behaviour through consistent small actions applied consistently. And that really is what that whole bundle, the sessions, habit and persistence are about. It's about creating a new vision of yourself. I would suggest one that's helped me is when you get in this space, yeah, we have to investigate, we have to go into it. Where's it come from? Is it true, etc, etc. Oh, it's not true. I'm telling you right now, it's not true. Look at think about how do my ancestors see me? You know how your ancestors see you, because I've just told you that. They see you as a beautiful shining soul. How does Source see me? Source sees me as a beautiful, perfect, shining soul. Immortal and immutable. Perfect. That's how Source sees you. That's how your higher self sees you. That's how your spirit guides see you. And that's how your ancestors see you. And that's a great way of overriding this old patterning here and breaking the chain. Work through, accept what's coming through. You've been led to this energy to release it, raise it, release it, work through it, and then we can step through with this new vision of who we actually are. I do think that's all for you, lovely group one. Let me just get one more card and see if we've actually finished. I'm going to use, what are these, my Psychic Tarot for the heart, and let's see what we can get with this. I don't know where to put the box. Right, let's get a few more cards, see if there's anything else your ancestors want to say to you. One more, that's it. Clarity of belief. Oh, how beautiful. This is about your new vision, clarity of belief. You are here at this time on earth for a reason, and you are succeeding at that. This is just part of the process. Get this new vision and focus on it. Bring it into your life and focus on it. And feeling alone. Often light workers can feel very, very different from the people around them, and it's very, very common, and it can leave you feeling a little bit alone. Remember, you always have source, you always have your ancestors there, you always have your higher self there, you always have your spirit guides and angels there. You're never alone, but when we accept ourselves for who we are, we can reach out and find like-minded people. If you are feeling alone, please join me on social media. All the links are in the description below. Please come and join me on the starlightworkcircle.com. Join on free stuff if you want, join on the membership if you want. There is a community. It's not really got going yet, but if you do want to join up and leave me a message there, I'll always get back to you. I do get quite busy. I've got lots of stuff going on, but I will try and get you there. You don't have to feel alone at all. Come and join me on social media. Come and join me on my website as well. Don't feel alone. There are people out there just exactly like you. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there, Group 1. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope it's brought you some comfort and clarity or guidance. Let's just get you one more card. I don't want to leave it there. Prudence, you've been so careful. Just be careful with yourself as you're moving forward. Take care of you. That's the final message. You don't have to feel alone. You are whole and beautiful and perfect. Have clarity in that vision. Connecting with your guides. If you don't know how to do that, that's on my membership site, my website as well. Psychic and intuition and psychic ability. But right now the message is, this is hard work. I think people don't get that. This is hard work, and it can be painful and it can be difficult, but you're not alone. You're not alone in what you're going through, and you're not alone in the world. Like I say, reach out. I'm on social media. I'm also on my website as well, but most importantly, take care of you. Thank you so much for joining me, Group 1. I really am going to leave it here. I hope you found that message from your ancestors helpful. I hope you resonated with it. Let me know in the comments below. Please also, if you like this video, like and share if there's anyone you think would enjoy this video as well. And I hope, sending you lots and lots of love and light, and I hope to see you in another video. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose the Osho Zen cards, let's have a little bit of a look at what your ancestors want to say to you. Now, I think that's it. Let's have a look. Creativity, healing, and silence. Wow, what a beautiful selection of cards. Creativity, healing, and silence. I get from this, they are seeing you as a very creative person. If you don't paint or write music or poetry or dance or act or whatever, then they're saying you're a creative person with your life and how you live your life as well. And they're so proud of you doing this. They're so proud of the way that you are. Healing, I was immediately, the first thing I got from this was that they're sending healing. Now, if you don't need physical healing, I don't talk about medical things at all. I don't talk about sickness and illness at all. But healing can mean lots of different things, and obviously healing your energy as well. What they're saying is, first thing I got was that they're sending healing energy to you. to help raise your energy, to help you get aligned and awakened. And they're also saying that you're creative in the way that you do this as well. You've been quite creative, and I do think that's a huge part of alignment, awakening and ascension, is spiritual alignment, awakening and ascension, that you do have to be creative. You do have to know how you are. You have to know where it is you want to go to, and then you have to find creative ways to implement this. And I am looking at this currently in my Alignment, Awakening and Ascension bundle on my membership site, my website. I'll be doing little videos on here as well. I've just done one into Habit and Persistence, and that's kind of reminded me of that as well, that it's about finding what suits you and how to bring that into your life, especially as a light worker. We don't like other people telling us what to do we? We like to kind of find our own way, but sometimes we do need support, and we do need a little bit of guidance. And you are creative. That's what they're saying. You are very creative with this, and they're really, really proud of you doing that. The first thing I got from the silence, obviously this is going into the silence, going into in meditation. The first thing I got from this was that your ancestors do come through to you when you go into the silence. I don't know whether you already know this or not, or whether you're just picking up on the guidance that's kind of coming through. But they are asking you to bring in meditation as a regular thing. There are lots and lots of different sorts of meditation. And obviously when you're starting out, it's best to go guided meditation, or your mind just wanders. But the mindfulness that is going into the silence, focusing on your breath, or focusing on one particular thing, or noise, or sound, or colour, or object even, and just keep bringing your mind back. Obviously that's not easy for beginners, but I get that you're not a beginner at this. But they are saying bring in more meditation, but they're wanting you to bring in more silent meditation, not the guided meditation, or the guided meditation with long silences in it, not the chanting. I'm not saying that's bad. I love a bit of mantra, but going into that mindfulness, that silent meditation, to receive those messages directly from your ancestors, from your spirit guides, and from your higher self. But your ancestors are saying to you here, they are very, very proud of the way that you bring this creativity into your life, into this, healing your energy and healing your connection with spirit, and healing your chakras, and healing your awaken and becoming aligned, awakened, because that's obviously what healing is, isn't it? Becoming more of who we are, who we really are, and less of who we're not, which is a silly thing to say, but there you go. Ooh, no, that definitely wanted to come out. Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Right, yeah, we're going back to this silence, aren't we? If you're not aware that you're a starseed, they are bringing the Pleiades, obviously, and the Pleiadians in here. If you are aware, you do have it may be that you're not aware that you are aware that you're a starseed, but you may not be aware that you have a Pleiadian link. Or it could be that you are aware that you're a starseed and you do have a Pleiadian link. You are here to channel and uplift humanity. If you didn't know this was part of your mission, thank you. They're linking this really strongly with your creativity. It's not just about how you live your life, it's about expressing that out to humanity as well, and teaching that and guiding in that as well. Even if you're not out there teaching and guiding humanity, certainly you raising your energy and healing that is healing automatically humanity, because obviously your energy raises the global energy as well. So let's get one more of these and see what else I've got to say to you. Oh, we've got two. The two are absolutely determined to come out. Oh my goodness, starseed! Well, if you weren't aware you're a starseed, take that as absolute definite proof. And yes, just say yes. Now, I don't know what this is about. It could be that you've come into this reading with a... Okay, so it's split. So some people have come into this reading with a particular question that they want in answering. If so, the answer is yes. Just say yes. Just say yes. If you haven't come into this reading with a particular question or a particular situation, you just wanted to know what the ancestors are saying to you, this is about you connecting in with the ancestors. Just say yes to them. Just invite them in and they will come. Go into the silence. Invite them in. Go into the silence and connect in. Allow the energy in that way. It's also true, they're telling me, for your starseed family as well. Just say yes and allow that energy in. If you want more communication, more connection with your starseed family, that's absolutely possible, and it is through this process here. So get creative about it, and you can bring that in. Right, let's get you a couple more cards and see what else you've got. I can't believe we got the Pleiades and the starseeds at the same time. Oh, that one's definitely coming out. These two are definitely coming out there. Here, let's have a look. Helpless and hopeless. And detach. I'm going to put this here because this is obviously stepping into that silence. They're coming through. You've had 2 cards here to confirm your starseed. You've got 2 cards here to say the answer lies in that connection, that going into the silence, connecting in with the ancestors, connecting in with... They're there to guide you all the time. Helpless and hopeless is feeling quite helpless about a choice that you're about to make. There are 2 sets of stairs here. Me personally, I'm looking at this. They all lead to the same place. To be brutally frank, what I get from this is you're being guided. They do want you to say yes. They do want you to step into this. They do want you to connect in more. If you've been having doubts that you are connecting in, they're saying yes. They're connecting in. They're so proud of you. You're being so creative about how you're moving forward. You're going to end up where you're going anyway. Your path is secure, is what they're saying. You don't have to feel helpless and hopeless. Both sets of stairs lead to the same place. Both of these mountains look pretty similar, whether you're going this way or whether you're going this way. They look pretty similar. You're going to the same place anyway. They're going to guide you. They're saying here that your path is set now. I don't know if you've been working on something or trying to manifest something, but whatever that is yes, it's coming to fruition. And they're absolutely bringing that in for you. It's set. There's no... Oh, I see. I get it. You're so far along your path. You've advanced so much. It's going to be really, really difficult for you to get off track now. This one wants to come through here. Guidance. There you go. Same message again. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms. You are being guided. If you're doubting that, your ancestors are here. Your starseed family are here. You've always got your spirit guides and your angels. You are being guided. You are being helped. Don't feel alone here. Go into the silence a little bit more, and that is your connection. If you are doubting your intuitive and psychic ability, psychic connection, I do have a few free videos about that. I do go into how to recognise that as well. I do have a few free videos on YouTube, I think, if you go through my videos. There's some on my free stuff on my website, starlightworkcircle.com. There's a full course on the membership site as well. If you're questioning how to do that, or if you're questioning that you are connected in, they're saying that you are. Inner alchemy. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. This has been a really positive, uplifting reading. Your ancestors are so proud of you. The only fear-based energy we've got here is helpless and hopeless, and this is just about fear over making a choice. I get what they're saying here is, yeah, you're guided, ask for guidance, connect in, just say yes to an opportunity, but react to fear with love. And I get that if you are feeling helpless and hopeless about which path to choose, just go in silence, go into that love energy and move from that space. Don't move from fear, although it doesn't really matter, you're going to end up at the same place anyway. But overall, I want to say what a beautiful reading. Your ancestors are sending you so much love. They're so proud of you, and the work that you've been doing and the work that you're moving towards. And they are with you, they are helping you, and they are supporting you. Thank you so much for joining me, group 2. That was an absolutely beautiful reading. I'm sending you lots and lots of love. I know your ancestors and your spirit guides are sending you lots and lots of love as well. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've resonated with that reading. Please do leave me a comment. If you did, please do like, share if you know anybody who might be interested in this reading. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope you resonated with that reading. I hope to see you in another reading. Thanks for joining me, group 2. Bye. Hello, group 3. If you chose the Spirit Song Tarot, let's give the cards a little shuffle and see what your ancestors have to say to you today. That definitely wants to come out. And that one. And this one here. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck as well. The bottom of the deck is the 4 of Acorns. Comfort and community. Comfort and community. Right, let's have a look what we've got. We have the Page of Feathers. Exploration and discovery. We have, I'm going to keep this in reverse actually. The 4 of Shells. Soul searching and re-evaluation in reverse. And we have, no, I'm being told to turn that round. Yeah. The 5 of Acorns, challenge and growth. And the bottom of the deck was 4 of Acorns, comfort and community. Right, certainly what I'm getting from this as a message from your ancestors, group 3, is that I'm getting here a lot of growth and movement forward. I get that your ancestors are seeing that you are being quite brave in exploring the possibilities and moving forwards and asking the difficult questions and evaluating the situation. This, I think, I'm not sure what this bird is. I always get these birds confused. Is it a heron or a stork? Obviously what I got just then was, if it is a stork, and I'm not sure it is, but I got the storks bring the babies. Do you remember that old myth, or I can't even think what it's called, that the storks bring the babies new life? So I'm getting kind of like the work that you're doing is bringing in new life. It can be challenging, but there is definitely growth happening here. And I get what your ancestors are saying, and they're really, really proud of the growth, that the work that you've been doing, even if nobody else sees that, even if nobody else recognises that, even if nobody else in the whole entire world says, well done, you've been working really, really hard at evolving your soul, at looking into what suits you, looking into what makes you happy, looking into who you are, and moving that forward. And that really is alignment and ascension, isn't it? Our beliefs, our thoughts, our perceptions, and getting into alignment with us, with our true selves, and the joy and the love of, and the peace of spirit as well. Your ancestors are seeing the work that you're doing. I get that it's actually bringing you lots and lots of joy doing this, and they're happy that it's bringing you joy, obviously. But they are saying that they're really, really proud of the work that you've been doing. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? Oh, that's very interesting, isn't it? And Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Wow, I get that you are being called a lot to move forward with this. If you're getting stuck with this, I'll say it again, it's come up, but I'm just about to launch my Awakening Alignment and Ascension bundle on my membership site, my website, starlightworkcircle.com. If you're getting stuck, please join me there. There's not much on there at the moment. I've just done the introduction, and I'm just about to put the first session on there. But yeah, if you're getting stuck, please do join me there. Certainly for the, what was the card on the bottom, community? Ah, okay. I get very strongly here that you are very deeply connected in. It may be that you already recognise that you're being asked to lead something here. This is a really important time in the history of the world, isn't it? And you know, we really do need to help and support and guide others as we're moving forward. It's all hands on deck, as they say. It's a huge job to take on, and it, all us light workers came here for that particular role, but we need to find ourselves first, and we need to be in alignment and ascended as much as possible and awakened as much as possible first. I get that you recognise that you've been called here and you've been doing the hard work, but as of yet you're not seeing results. Nurture, I always see as self-nurture. I always see this card as self-nurturing here, and they are asking you to take care of yourself. This is part of alignment ascension. Alignment to spirit is certainly making sure that you are happy, that you have a raised energy, which, as we all know, means positive energy, positive thoughts, positive beliefs. This certainly indicates to me that, thank you, this certainly indicates to me that you're not really seeing that reflected in the outer world yet, the changes that you've made, but it certainly indicates to me that that is coming. That is coming, that the seed's been planted, the tree is growing, we're just waiting to see that. Yeah. It may be that for some of you out there, not all of you, it may be that you have an idea that you are wanting to move forward in a particular direction, to bring that out into the world, but you're not really sure how that's going, because these are two questions here. We've got two questions. How are you being called to step up and lead? And have you answered your deepest calling? These are two questions, and I get this is the process that you're going through right now, is discovering who you are, and that obviously will lead to your calling. Please don't worry about it. That will come to you. We're awaiting results. It is being guided to you. It's just Spirit are just finding the best way to do that. We want this card here as well. Transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitation and allow your soul's light to truly shine. Wow, what a fantastic piece of advice. We are taught, aren't we? We are taught our limitations as we're growing up, and a lot of spiritual growth is about learning what is true and what isn't true in terms of what our beliefs are and what our thoughts are, that have been handed to us, obviously through familial lines, obviously through ancestral lines as well. But your ancestors really do want you to know that you have more potential than you possibly see, and more things are possible than you are currently seeing as well. Oh, no. Oh, we want these two. Okay. Signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing to you signs and synchronicities. And release. Release everything that keeps you from your path of authenticity. Yeah, I get that this is the work that you've been doing, or the work that your ancestors certainly are wanting you to move on to here. There has been signs being sent to you, and I don't know if you're paying. I had the strangest experience before I started this reading. I generally bring a nice cup of tea with me to my reading. And between the readings, I went to take a cup of tea, and there was a huge, horrid, disgusting beetle floating in the top of my tea. Now, I know that's a sign. I'm not sure exactly what it's a sign of. No idea where this beetle came from or how it ended up in my tea. But we get, what I'm saying here is we get signs constantly. Now, I've got to go away and look up what a beetle means and why it could have possibly landed in my tea. I mean, I could have just seen a beetle, but it wouldn't have been such a clear message. It was so odd that this beetle appeared from nowhere in my tea. And this is often what these signs are, and we often don't know what it means. I knew it was significant. I was going to mention it, and then I thought, no. And maybe that's what you're going through. You're thinking, well, is it a sign? Is it not a sign? What does it mean? Sometimes we do get signs. Sometimes just in the world around us, in our day-to-day life, but we don't always know what they mean. And so I'm going to have to go away now, for example, and look up what does a beetle mean? What does this particular beetle mean? And kind of piece that together with, well, why was it in my tea? And I get that this is certainly a message for you here. They are sending you signs, but it's about recognising them, not just shrugging them off and saying, oh, well, yeah, that was an experience that I had. I turned around and found this big beetle in my tea. And then I was upset because then I had to throw my tea away and I couldn't have my tea. We can look at it like that, or we can say, well, clearly this is an unusual thing to happen. I'm going to take it as a sign. I don't know what that sign means, but I am going to go and try and find out what that sign means. And I get this is certainly a message from you. So I guess your ancestors are saying to you that look for the signs, because they are communicating with you, but certainly they are wanting you to take care of yourself. You have been doing a lot of work, and it can be tiring and it can be upsetting when we're doing this work. I know you've been doing this work joyfully. I know you're raising your energy. I know you're getting into the higher vibrations, but do listen when your soul is saying rest, nurture yourself, look after yourself. It's not all about giving to others. It's not all about desperately finding this path. I'm not saying you're desperately searching for this path, but I know how frustrating it can be when we know we want something, but we're not sure how to get there. Just take the message here from your ancestors is really take care of yourself, nurture yourself, and the results will come. We've got a lot to change. We've got a lot to shift. We've got a lot to move. It all starts with you. You're doing the work. You're clearly doing the work. We're letting go of stuff. We're moving forwards. We're getting into that higher vibration. We do have something great and wonderful. This great future that we're moving towards. Certainly I'm seeing that. We're not quite sure how to get there just yet, but it is going to come. Just look for the signs. What an absolutely amazing reading. That was so beautiful. Well done as well for getting your energy and keeping your energy so high and doing that work as well. You are heading towards a bright future, and it is coming in. Wow, thank you so much for joining me, Group 3. This has been an absolutely amazing reading. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I hope it resonated with you. And if it did, please do leave a comment. Please, if you liked it, like, share. If you know anybody who may be interested in this, subscribe. I really do appreciate all your support in whatever form that is. You can find all my social media in the description below, and there's a link to my website as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Your ancestors are sending you lots and lots of love and light. I'm sending you lots and lots of love and light. Thank you so much for joining me, Group 3. And I hope to see you in another reading. Bye.